It's time to turn your daydream into your dream job. Wix gives you the power to turn your passion into a moneymaker with a website that fits your unique vision and drives you towards your goals. Let your ideas flow with AI tools that guide you, but give you full control and flexibility. Manage your business from one dashboard and keep it growing with built-in marketing features. Get everything you need to turn your part-time passion into a full-time business. Go to Wix.com.
Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast. Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Warren Cook. Warren is the president and co-founder of Symbiance HR and provides strategic oversight for service delivery, business operations, and technical guidance on consulting engagements. He is a human resources subject matter expert with over 25 years of experience as a strategic human resources business partner, project manager, and people leader across private and public sector organizations. Warren is responsible for the strategic planning of all client consultation engagements from initial needs assessment and compliance review through delivery of customized strategic solutions that meet the client's business goals. He has a proven track record of providing executive coaching and guidance to business leaders and human resource professionals at all levels, including the C-suite of Fortune 100 companies. Warren is also the Chief Talent Officer and co-founder of Symbiance Hire, a Symbiance company dedicated to providing direct placement, talent acquisition services, and temporary and contract staffing solution to the business community. Warren holds a BS in Human Resource Management, an MBA in Project Management, and an MS in Industrial Organizational Psychology. Warren is the author of Applicant Interview Preparation, Practical Coaching for Today. Good afternoon, Warren. Glad to have you on the show.
Glad to be here today, Brian. Thanks for talking with me.
Awesome. Well, it's another day of the Digital Executive Podcast. And Warren, we've been talking on the phone the last few weeks. So I wanted to sit together with you today and kind of talk to you about your business and your entrepreneurship. Can you tell us about the creation of Symbiance or Symbiance HR and why you decided to dive into entrepreneurship?
Absolutely. I think it's something that a lot of people think about, but never actually go out and explore because of the challenges. But I took the path of going into entrepreneurship and launching Symbiance HR many years back because of the idea that I wanted to be able to leverage my knowledge and expertise across different business entities and help small to mid-sized businesses really take advantage of someone with experience in the Fortune 100, their smaller businesses, so they can feel competitive. So I had this drive to really get involved in smaller business community and guide them on how to take advantage of our services and really take that leap into having the choice around how we deliver the services. As a small business owner, we really go into looking at how best and how effectively to deliver the services in a effective manner that helps those businesses be successful. And so my biggest drive really was how can I leverage my knowledge to help other small businesses or people that are trying to get into the same space that I pursued.
That's great for sharing. I've had several other professionals and colleagues on these podcasts, and they've shared some similar sentiments around why they got into business for themselves, but also the way you can help others compete at that same level of the Fortune 100, right? The technology and the tools out there today allow you to compete with the big companies. So thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely. And one thing I'll add to that is one of the challenges that I've seen that tie directly into the technology piece is that smaller and mid-sized businesses don't know what to purchase, don't know how to use the technologies, but because their employees that they hire come from larger companies, there's a lot of push of just throwing big systems in there without knowing how to use it. So we leverage our expertise in having that wide brand of ERP systems and other technologies to show them how to best use those smaller packages that they can afford. It's really a rewarding opportunity to be entrepreneurial and control who you work with, but also really help them understand that technology piece as well.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Warren, what specifically makes you desired by the Fortune 100 companies? Is it a unique service or offering, your experience? What is it exactly?
I believe, clients may tell you differently, but I believe it's a blend of that experience, that it is bringing together our HR expertise, taking our project management experience, and having exposure in multiple business environments and large business environments, even Fortune 50 companies, where we bring all those skills and experience together to show that smaller organization that isn't that conglomerate how to effectively build their programs and processes and how to apply those techniques when they maybe aren't there yet. So we really like that transferable skill, transferable experience to the smaller businesses. But the larger firms like bringing us in because we can step in the door and immediately see where their challenges are and give them practical solutions because we've seen these solutions implemented in the past. So it really is taking our experience, but also a little different methodology about knowledge transfer. And I love the idea of going into an organization and helping them avoid those problems and challenges. And so the name of our business, Symbionts, is to create that symbiotic relationship. So we go in with our ears open and we're active listeners, and we want to hear these challenges of these larger companies and the small ones as well. And then we can bring and deliver to them a solution that's extremely customized based on experience, but we have a methodology of walking them through that project so that the knowledge becomes theirs and their own people and their own leaders become the experts so that they don't need us forever, but they know we're there when they reach that next challenge. So I really think that's what's been unique about our firm thus far.
That's great to hear. Warren, can you give us maybe a little, our audience is always looking for key nuggets of wisdom. Could you share something like that on your consistent personal growth?
Sure. I mean, I think one of the things I strive for is being a lifelong learner. So every engagement I've had with every client becomes a new learning that I work to embed, work to understand how I can apply it to my base of knowledge and experience, and then use that to share it again over and over. And it's really about trying to apply my experience in a practical way where we create solutions. And always my goal is to help others be successful. And when I write to people, when I talk with people, I'm always using the language intentionally to say, I'm here to help you with your continued success. So acknowledge what they've done in their career and then leverage my experience to help them continue being successful. It's really a lot of self-reflection after each engagement, after each project I get involved with. I kind of reflect on what could I have done better? How could I have helped them more efficiently? Or if it was very successful, how do I take that to my next client or other clients so that they can be just as successful? So it's always about driving a win-win for everybody involved. And I think that's what's really helps me grow. You can look in the mirror and know you've done an ethical job, you've done the best you can, and you're helping people.
Thank you for sharing that. I think our readers would really appreciate that. Love these little nuggets. Who is your biggest inspiration and why?
Wow, interesting question. I've had a lot of different good mentors over the years, but I think my greatest inspiration has always been my family and wanting to drive as hard as possible to be as successful as I can to demonstrate and articulate to them that, hey, if you work hard, you can really succeed in what you need to do. So it's driving that ethical work practices. It's trying to make sure I can help others be successful and show the children and the family that if you really want to do a good job in society and contribute and give back, you can do that by using your experiences along the way. So every time I get in a new project, I'm always thinking about what I can do and what I can leave behind, especially when I think about all the talent acquisition and recruiting I've done over the years, interviewing thousands of people in a day and age where the technology and the applicant tracking systems aren't really they're user friendly, but they're not engaging as it used to be many years ago when you had the direct contact. And so I try to touch people's lives and give them coaching and guidance on each and every call to move them forward. So I think, doing that and hoping others do that for my family, I'm trying to do that. And I'm just inspired to keep giving back. I know it's not a person. I'm not saying this is my one person that I live up to, but I think I'm just trying to live up to expectations to make others proud.
That's a unique perspective. I haven't heard that before. That is interesting, and I think it's great, honestly. Family is a good and big inspiration for everybody, trying to make a living here on this world. Last question, Warren. What advice would you give emerging younger leaders coming up in your industry?
Certainly. Oh, good question. So there's so many groups out there that start these, under 40 professionals or emerging leaders. One of the things I talk to when I go into universities and give talks, or even high school students that are getting to take on the world and stop having the protection of their family, is find what you have gravitated to, right? So find that passion, find what you love, and see if there is a way to monetize that so that it's not work. Don't let society really dictate your path or what's acceptable. Create your own path. And, with life being as short as it is, go after it. So you can easily, as a young leader, especially if you want to be a young entrepreneur, there's a lot of ideas. Find a mentor. find someone that you can trust and that you can share your ideas with, and that you are willing to take their constructive criticism, leverage that, and grow off of the learnings of these other more experienced people. And I think if someone is open to that and learns how to be inclusive, but open to that diversity of thought, then someone can certainly grow as a young leader and hopefully pass those learnings on to the next.
No offense, but your brain is a terrible place to keep your big idea. It belongs in the world, but you know that already. You have a calling, a voice that says, this is what I'm meant to do. Create the website your big idea deserves with Wix. Make it your own with top-to-bottom customization, AI to help realize your vision, and built-in business tools to turn your daydream into your dream job. Wix supports every stage of the business journey except one. Your decision to begin. Ready? Go to Wix.com.
Generation.
That's great. As you know, one of the largest generations in the workforce, if not the largest, is the millennials, with the Gen Z generation falling directly behind that. And so I want to share this type of information, again, with the younger generations that are coming out of school or maybe been out there a little bit in the workforce. But this is some great information, and I'm so excited that you're on the show today to share that. Thank you. And Warren, I just want to thank you wholeheartedly. It was my pleasure having you on the show today, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Thank you so much, Brian. It was my pleasure.
No offense, but your brain is a terrible place to keep your big idea. It belongs in the world, but you know that already. You have a calling, a voice that says, this is what I'm meant to do. Create the website your big idea deserves with Wix. Make it your own with top-to-bottom customization, AI to help realize your vision, and built-in business tools to turn your daydream into your dream job. Wix supports every stage of the business journey except one. Your decision to begin. Ready? Go to Wix.com.